Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, my name is Cujo. I am an obese 68-year-old meth head. I have multiple boyfriends online, and they actually play my account for me. I am so ugly that it is illegal, and you should notify your senator. I have huge mommy milkers and an afro. In fact, I'm actually a man. When it comes to ESO, I am the biggest trash can in this game. I have to use a macro to cheat because I suck. I should only play healer because I am a girl.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No, none of that is actually true, but it is verbatim what people have just made up about me in the Elder Scrolls Online. Like, I didn't know I was 68 years old, that's news to me. But anyway, I'm showcasing this because the truth is that there is a subculture of the ESO PvP community that can be unbelievably toxic. In my opinion, it is a toxic wasteland. So today I'll be going over the ugly truth about a side of the ESO PvP community. I'll give some examples of just how bad it can get, and I'll also provide some reasons of why I think PvP is so toxic in this game. You may already be familiar with some of the small stuff that you see happening in PvP, but there could be a few things that you didn't even know were happening in the Elder Scrolls Online. There is a lot of toxicity that really is not that serious and it's relatively harmless. But it can still be kind of crazy. Like, why are there so many angry people in PvP?
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna fucking do about it? Kill Michael! Kill this coward back here! Kill this fucking coward hiding back here!
I also find it weird when you kill someone that you don't even know, like you don't even do emotes or anything on their body, and yet that person takes the time to send you paragraphs of rage. ESO PvP is rampant with toxic keyboard warriors. These people actually take their deaths personally. So when they die, they will sit there seething and go apeshit on the keyboard.
This girl is the nastiest skank. Do not trust her.
There are also toxic PvPers who are extremely obsessed with campaigns. They've been the same alliance for 10 years. It's like
EP for life, bruh.
Like a type of cult. So if you switch alliances, they'll be like,
"What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's a spy!
And then of course you have the toxic players who can't comprehend things like APM or skill level differences, so they will just immediately accuse people and report them for cheating, hacking, using macros, having a lag switch.
He's cheating! He's cheating!
God can strike me down if I'm lying.
That motherfucker's cheating! Take my word!
Unfortunately, things can escalate from angry teabags, YouTube exposed videos, and bitter hate whispers to people actually trying to destroy people's home life and their real relationships. I've noticed that the level of harassment in ESO PvP has gotten really bad in the last few years. I'm not a member of the ESO Salt Facebook page, so I've only heard of things on there, but I have been privy to Discords and PlayStation groups that are similar. These are channels that are essentially echo chambers of extremely toxic people who obsess over certain players in the game. Not just shitting on their skills and stuff, but sharing their personal details as well. Sharing their photos, sharing where they live. There are guys in this game who collect and hoard real pictures of women who play this game, and they will share them in private Discords with zero consent.
Disgusting!
And this goes so far as to get someone doxxed. You may remember a few years ago there was an ESO streamer who doxxed multiple players on a Google Docs spreadsheet that was shared within the community. On PlayStation, this has happened to 2 people that I know as well, and not only is this a serious terms of service violation, but it's simply morally reprehensible, in my opinion. People's livelihoods shouldn't be at stake, and people's private details shouldn't be publicized just because you had a falling out or broke up with them in the Elder Scrolls Online. In fact, some people have actually received death threats in this game. I was just chatting with someone that I met from my YouTube comments, and he also told me that he received a death threat as well, and that was the catalyst for him to take a break from PvP. And whether or not these threats actually amount to anything in real life is not the point, it's just really, really unhealthy. As another example, some players in ESO will actually pay real money to change their PSN to a nearly identical version of someone else's name, someone they hate, just to impersonate them. And since most people can't tell the difference between the two names, the person will then deliberately break terms of service in chat, like say a bunch of inappropriate stuff in chat, all with the hopes that someone will accidentally report the person that they are pretending to be, basically trying to get someone banned by pretending to be them and acting out. People also make fake guilds, and they'll use the name of the guild to slander certain people for stuff in their real life, like accuse them of being fat or being on welfare or being a racist or a neglectful father. I've seen all of it. The obvious reason of why toxicity is so bad in ESO PvP is that, simply put, there are just crazy people on the internet, right? People who lack interpersonal skills and socialization, people who have literally no other outlet in their life but video games, and people who are just straight sociopaths. But I do think there are a few reasons specific to ESO in particular that I think really harvest this type of behavior. With hybridization a few years back and now scribing, class identity and build diversity is long gone. So it's the same builds, the same skills, the same tanky groups with the same pull sets everywhere. This naturally causes the entire PvP community to be unhappy, and quite frankly, most people toy with the idea of quitting because of it.
How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company. Fix the game!
So I think this in and of itself is just fuel for people being toxic. It's not like a perfect game would prevent toxicity, but when it's the same shit every night in Cyrodiil, people are going to rage, or they're going to be so bored with the game that they're going to have more fun causing drama than actually playing the game itself. Another reason why there is toxicity is because there is so much gatekeeping in this community. Most players who consider themselves top tier do not want to share any build information with people who they consider mid tier or lower because they want to feel superior at the game. If their build, which is almost never original by the way, was suddenly used by everyone, the lines would then be blurred, so gatekeeping is a tactic that players use to secure their ego. This obviously causes a lot of tension and blatant toxicity. Next, the new banning system I believe can be counterproductive to stopping toxicity in this game. The game now uses AI to automatically monitor chat, so the system scans for keywords in any text that you input in the game, including your whispers with friends, and you can automatically be flagged for a ban whether someone reports you or not. As you can imagine, this has led to a huge spike in temporary and permabans, and a lot of players then lash out by reporting everything and anything they see in chat, sort of like a witch hunt to get revenge on what they feel was an unjustified ban that they got. So this really can be a vicious cycle. Finally, there is cheating that happens in PvP, which basically embodies toxicity. People cheat every single campaign while competing for Emperor by means of boosting. Boosting can mean meeting up with someone on another alliance and pretending to fake fight with them near a castle to get really big defense ticks, meaning they can gain a lot of AP and cheat other people out of Emperor. Oftentimes, getting Emperor is just a battle between who can boost more, and this cheating really hurts the integrity of the game and causes a lot of in-game fighting with people who just want to get the achievement fair and square. So I could go on and on, but you guys get it, and I'm not saying that all of ESO PvP is a wasteland, but the bad, toxic interactions can really overshadow the rest of your experience in the game, and to me, that's a shame. I hope this video gave some context on the issue, and if you would like to share any experiences that you've had, feel free to tell me about it in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!